Welcome to Guizhou.
Whoa! This place is absolutely so cool.
It is my first time exploring this part of China.
We'll explore colourful Guiyang. It is cold and miserable and gloomy.
We'll go underground! The fine people of China have done something incredible.
Like, what is that? It looks so bad. Like, visually, 0 out of 10. And visit some of the most beautiful natural scenery in Guizhou.
But let's kick things off in the capital city and a much needed boost after a very early start.
Which is absolutely genius. Have you ever had one of those travel days where if you don't get a coffee, you're just gonna lose the will to live? That's me. We woke up at 3:30 this morning to fly from the Yunnan province to the Guizhou province. We've arrived here in Guilin. And my first request was for a coffee. And apparently this place is famous and does the best coffee in town. And I need that right now, or I'm gonna have a crash out. It's the things that you do. And it's the smile on your face. All right, you guys, I'm so sorry. I look crazy. It's been a long day and it's only 10 a.m. But don't worry, I look this nuts and it's fine. I'm just gonna film it and put it on the internet for all eternity. It's totally fine. We rolled in hot to the coffee shop. Not only is it beautiful in here, the coffee menu looks amazing. Now, I was hoping, of course, for a flat white with the oat milk. They didn't have that. I said, what milk do you have that didn't come from a cow? And they said, we have the milk of a coconut. I was like, great, give me that. So they've served me up something called a coconut dirty. I don't know what that means, but we're about to find out together. It looks good. It's extremely strong, has a nice coconut flavor. It's cold, it's delicious. I love it. It's the things that you do, the things you do, baby. It's the smile on your face, smile on your face, and as time goes by.
We have just arrived at this really beautiful Catholic church here in Guiyang. But it's raining, so you know what that means. It's time for iPhone 13, baby! So the church itself dates back to the Qing dynasty, and it's unlike anything I have ever seen before. The bottom of it is kind of traditional church, if you will, and then the front, where the steeple might be, seems to be more of a pagoda-looking structure to me. It's so interesting and so beautiful, and our amazing guide said you cannot come to Guiyang and not visit this spot. Let's go inside and take a look.
Even though it is cold and miserable and gloomy and grey, I am determined to get my Guiyang sightseeing in today, guys. So we have made our way here to Qingyun Pedestrian Street. It is incredibly colourful and vibrant. Now in Yunnan, I was exploring a lot of ancient towns and seeing more traditional kind of shop houses. So it's really cool to come to a bigger city and experience the kind of hustle and bustle again. And I have to tell you, there is so much food out here.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.
Whoa, it is so colourful in here. I feel like I've entered into some kind of like a neon disco. We are about to enter an absolutely huge indoor food market. Whoa! Guiyang has a nickname. It is known as the Kingdom of the Potato, and they have some potato crisps here, so we're going to try them. See just how good these things are. How sure? Just stand here and eat all your chips. What flavor is that?
Seaweed.
Seaweed.
Seaweed, yeah.
This is really good chips.
From the sea, just like a beach.
It is so freezing cold outside right now that coming somewhere like this is actually kind of perfect. If it's a rainy, cold, gloomy day like today, get inside here where it's lovely and warm and take yourself on a DIY food tour, because this is great. I cannot get over how much food is in here. Like seriously, so much. It's so colourful. After looking at and smelling all that delicious food, I am so hungry. And for lunch, we are going to this spot. It's called Wild Azalea and the outside looks great. Let's go inside and try the food. The food here looks completely different to anything I've eaten in China so far. It is so colourful, it looks very wholesome. I don't know what else to say about it other than I'm really hungry and I need to eat it immediately. As we know, this place is famous for potatoes and they are serving up some potato balls here. So let's just send that. Let's dip it in some mystery sauce and hope it's not too spicy. Oh my gosh, the potato is so good. It's so light and crispy, almost like if a mashed potato was a takoyaki. My hands are really cold today, so my chopstick skills are bad, but we've also got some tofu. You know, usually tofu doesn't taste like much, but that's really good. And real spicy. And one thing that's really scaring me is this ball that looks like a stone. Like, what is that? It looks so bad. It's just, like, visually 0 out of 10. Let's try the plate. My hands are so cold. It's pretty good. Good food. The standout, definitely the potato bowl. Woo.
For accommodation here in Guiyang, I'm staying here at Home 2 Suites by Hilton, and this place was chosen by the team at East to Go. They book every hotel I stay at on the trip, and I love this place. It is awesome. My room is huge and so plush, clean and comfortable. The staff are amazing. There's an awesome little mini mart downstairs in the lobby so you can get something to eat from there if you need to. Not only that, but they have a great sized gym and free laundry that is included in the stay. If you're looking for a place to stay in Guiyang, I recommend this one. I'll have a QR code on screen and a link in the video description so you can click through and book your stay too.
Morning, you guys, and welcome to the place where there's a cave. What's it called?
Libo Jialiang, and this cave the local people called the Qingshui cave. Qingshui means crystal clean water.
Okay. And today we're going to explore the cave, and we're going to start by ziplining into the hole.
Okay, we just put this to...
It is time for lunch, And the fine people of China have done something incredible. They've set up a hot pot restaurant inside the cave. So we're having vegetarian hot pot inside the cave. And I need it because I was not cool on that jump. In my mind, I thought I was going to be so slick with it. I was going to walk up and just pin drop off it and then just pew. In the end, after a lot of crying and bargaining, the guy had to shove me off.
Why you wanna run away? Why you gotta be afraid? I wish I could make you stay. Cause baby, I love you. Why you tryna break us up when I'm tryna build it up? I wish I could make you stop. Cause baby, I love you.
We are about to have a delicious cup of coffee, but not a boring cup of coffee. To get to the coffee spot, we have to go out here. These tiny little planks wrapping around the side of the mountain, aka the cliff. How do you feel about that, vlog? How do you guys feel about that? If anybody doesn't like heights, aka my mom, this one's not for you.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been thinking of myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah. You always make me feel like
Okay, we've driven about an hour to Yaoshan Ancient Village. This place is really small and cute and quaint, and we're having a bit of a walk around, but I want to show you something really interesting. What do you think this is for? Submit your guesses now. What do you think this is for? If you said storing rice, you're 100% correct. Now, the reason it's stored separately from everything else is really interesting. It's in case they have some kind of a fire breakout. Yes, it's made of wood, but it's right near the river there. So if a fire breaks out over here, everything gets lost, but they'll still have food, which is absolutely genius. But I want to show you one more thing that's also genius about this thing. See these pots here? What do you think those pots are for? What do you think that's for? That's to stop the rats. Genius little pest control hack there. This place is absolutely so cool, and we're going to be spending the night out here. Right now we're just going to have a bit of a wander around. Meow! Bit of a wander around and see what the local life is all about. How cute is that baby in the panda outfit behind me? Ah!
Listen baby, I never met no one like you.
My entire time in China is thanks to the amazing team at East to Go. Honestly, traveling with them was a dream, and they made the whole experience so great. East to Go specializes in creating immersive, well thought out journeys across China. These are the kind of trips that let you go deeper without having to think about the logistics. From transport and accommodation to guides, timing and access, everything is handled by them, and it is seamless, which means, like me, you just get to show up and have an amazing time. It takes all the stress and all of the planning out of it. What I really appreciate is how local and knowledgeable their team is. We have become incredible friends on this journey. I love all of these people so much. They don't just show you the highlights, they help you understand where you are, what you're seeing, and why it matters. It has made traveling a country as vast and complex as China feel effortless, personal, and genuinely enriching. If traveling to China has ever felt intimidating to you, going there with East to Go is the best way to go about it. I genuinely fell in love with the people that took me there. We became incredible good friends. Even today, we text on WeChat. I'm like, I miss you. And they're like, I miss you too. These are people I will be friends with for a very long time and see again. I cannot recommend them highly enough. My whole trip with them was incredible. Now, I will have a QR code on screen for you and a link in the video description so you can click through and book your amazing trip to China with East to Go as well. Tell them I said hi. I love them. This sweet man is about to show us his talent. We don't know what it is. This is about to be a surprise. What is that thing? Wow! sick. That's sick and you know it. Wow. Are you serious? Are you serious?
放掌心好，哎呦。
Save it.
You know I'm not getting over you.
This area is home to the Yao people, and what I'm loving about this trip is twice now I've gotten to interact with the local minority groups, and that's really cool. I don't think I have ever had that experience in China. It's something I've experienced in parts of Laos and Thailand. You know, you go to these different rural areas and you get to see how people live, you know, the more village lifestyle, but I've never done it in China before. And it's so cool. And I just have to tell you something funny. Not only are the people out here lovely, they're down-to-earth mountain people who are so connected to the land and they make you feel so welcome, but they are tiny. They are the sweetest, tiniest people you will ever meet, and I feel like I am literally twice their size. My first few days here in Guizhou have been really fun, and I feel like I've seen a lot of different stuff, from the hustle and bustle in the city in Guiyang to getting to connect with the mountains and somehow be in a cave, and then heading out into a really beautiful local village. I mean, the whole thing has been so unexpected for me, and I have loved every second of it. And you guys, we are not done yet. We have so much more to explore in this province, a place I just never thought I would visit. And if you loved this week, next week is going to be even better as we dive even deeper into China. And with that, you guys, that brings this week's episode to a close. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Now, if you don't already, be sure to subscribe right now so you never miss a single episode, and say hello in the comments below. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you with a brand new jam-packed episode next week. You know I love y'all.